seen a lot of defenses thrown at you. What did Philadelphia do to try to throw you off today?
They played well. Um, Played really well defensively. They're just throwing bodies or clogging the paint, making everything difficult. So gotta give them a lot of credit. I gotta be better. I can't um, speed up. I just gotta be myself and slow down a little bit. But gotta give them a lot of credit. But I think made a couple key plays where our teammates just made big shots, and so that's a credit to them. And then I'm just happy they played well today.
That whole second unit came, give you guys a spark in the first half, and then probably just seemed like a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just what you saw from their side.
Yeah, they played phenomenal. Came in and started the second quarter and tied the game up, and then we had a little run from there, and then obviously we're back in the third quarter. They came back, took the lead, and our bench came in and just played the same way they did in the first half. So they played phenomenal from the start to finish, and whenever they were in, they made plays, and so there's a lot of credit to them for their preparation and everything. They were ready to go.
What have you seen with Mitch? I mean, with Deuce, he got a little taste of the playoffs last year against Cleveland and Miami. You've seen him progress this year. What have you seen in his progression?
Yeah, he's always been ready. When he works out, um, he works out the same way with the same attitude every single time he's preparing, just for moments like these. And so obviously, when things happen in the middle of the season and his number was called, he was ready to go. And so that's just a credit to who he is and how he prepares. And so, no, we have a lot of trust and faith in him.
Can you talk about the big threes that Josh made down the stretch?
Yeah, he was phenomenal. And there were a couple times in the first half where he was open and didn't shoot, and we just kept telling him to shoot. If you're open, shoot. That's what you do. You work on it, do it all the time. And so he made some really key shots. He made, I think, game one of last year too. In the first shot, he made a very clutch shot in game one. So he's a knack for doing that.
Jalen, can you talk about how Bogey came in very aggressively and when the starters were struggling a little bit, helped change the tenor game?
Yeah, when the bench came in, they just did fantastic. And so Deuce, Mitch, Bogey, they did what they were supposed to do tonight, and things that we know that they're capable of. And so a lot of credit to those guys for honestly being a big part of why we won tonight.
Their game plan really literally get the ball out of your hand where it made it difficult for you as possible. How do you think you responded to that? How about your teammates?
I think I had spurts where I was good. The 5 turnovers, obviously missed a lot of shots, and Maxey got to a lot of shots where he blocked it, and so gotta give him a lot of credit. For the most part, they did a really good job, and then we found ways to make some key plays at the end to give us the lead. But no, they did a really good job.
Myron's been saying right now that you talked to him a lot over the last couple of years, just kind of keep him confident. What is your message in those conversations? What are you telling him?
I say not too much, and we're not too far in age, so I don't really try and do things like that. But I'll just when we do talk, I say things like, "Yo, just make sure you're always doing the things that you do that get you here. Be yourself, be confident. You work too hard not to be confident. Just simple things like that." And so he's put himself in the position to where he is now. I mean, I may have said a little bit, but he's worked really hard to get where he is, and so that's a credit to him.
When you see Embiid go down, when they come back and say, what kind of thoughts when you see that happen?
You never want to see a player hurt, especially of that caliber. And so when he walked back in, I just asked if he was good, and he looked at me and said, yeah, and we just kept playing. But no matter what, we want everyone out there healthy.
Jalen, they seem like they did a pretty, at least made it difficult for you on plays where they're keeping you down from your man out pick and rolls and try to keep them in jail because you recover and make those plays for
Mm.
Like what gave them success in those moments? Was it just defense? Is there something?
No, it was great defense, and they had a great game plan, and I got to go back to the drawing board and be better. And but I think the one thing I just kept going, I just kept turning the page, knowing that things would be better. I have to have short-term memory when things like that happen. So honestly, just gotta give them a lot of credit.
Jalen, how much does the dynamic change when Mitch Robinson is hitting
spark he did for you guys defensively with him back healthy?
Obviously we love having him back, and when he's healthy, and he did great for us, and just happy he was able to make plays on both ends of the floor. And we needed him tonight, and he provided.
Play where Mitch gets the block on Maxey, catches it out of bounds, and throws it off of Maxey. Like, you've been playing very good. Can you just at least take us through like what it takes to be able to make a play that quickly, like you do that?
It's all instinct, and when you see things like that, and you do things like that, it's confidence, it's instinct, and it's just staying in the moment. And so obviously there's very few times, very rare that plays like that happen. And so he took advantage of it, and then it's a credit to his IQ.
When you guys challenged, I'm sorry, Derek.
You're good.
When you guys made a challenge with 8 minutes to go and the ball went off of Maxey, did you realize you would have only had one timeout left?
Yeah.
See, that was quick.